group that we are stacked, and I didn't even mention Iffy out of Syracuse. He actually played. He actually played with my
Yeah,
brother at Syracuse.
he's
He's another.
they got him at safety.
Yes, and he is a former corner, but he moved to safety.
Mhm.
We're stacked. Tracy Walker. I didn't mention Tracy Walker is coming back from
Yeah.
is coming back from injury last year. So we are loaded in the defensive backfield.
Well, what we can do is we can talk about the depth chart in its entirety.
Okay.
And for those that are watching, we'll check it. You'll be able to see it. You ain't got to take our word for it. And for our audio listeners, we'll just tell you what we see now. We're going to focus on the defense, right?
Yes.
So as you look across and you look across the line, you have Charles Harris at defensive end, Aleem McNeil at your D tackle, Isaiah Big Bugs at your other D tackle, Aiden Hutchinson at your D end. They have Derek Barnes at starting linebacker, and you got Alex Anazone. I can't pronounce his name. Um,
Anzalone.
Anzalone at the other linebacker, and you got Cam Sutton at the corner, which is not surprising, and you have Jerry Jacobs, the guy you talked about, uh, at the other corner. At nickel, you got C.J. Gardner Johnson. At safety, Tracy Walker and Kirby Joseph. Now, backing those positions up, you got at one end John Kaminsky. Uh, you have you go ahead and say that name, Foster.
Levi. Oh, Anzarike. Yeah, Anzarike.
Okay,
Um,
and then you have at the other D tackle Broderick Martin, the rookie. You
yeah,
have Josh Pascal, who we talked about.
yeah.
Um, Jack Campbell at the linebacker. Malcolm Rodriguez. I didn't call him Martinez this time. Helps I can read it.
You're
Uh,
reading it.
at
It hit
one line,
different when you can read.
it hit different. A Chase Lucas at corner, and you have Starling Thomas, the backup corner.
Here it is.
Uh, Brian Branch as your nickel, second string. You got Iffy at your
Just call him
second
Miffy.
string. We're just gonna call him Iffy.
Definitely.
And you have Savion Smith at the other safety. Third string. Now, these are some interesting names on third string because it just shows the depth. You have
Yeah.
Julian, say his last name,
Aquara.
Akora. You have that person. You have Christian Covington at D tackle. You have Benito Jones at D tackle. You have James Houston, third string on the
Yeah.
depth chart. Uh, Anthony Pittman at linebacker, Jalen Reeves-Maben, Stephen Gilmore at corner, Khalil Dorsey at the other corner, Will Harris. We're familiar with Will Harris,
Forgot
and
about
he's
him.
on the third string. Uh, Brady Breeze, the other safety, and Brandon Joseph. And I think the way they have this is you have Corey Durden, Chris Smith, Romeo, Julian's brother. They're not in the depth chart. You have Trevor Navas, T. Hayes, and I don't know why Emmanuel Mosley is. Yeah, well, I
Because
guess
he's
they have
hurt.
because he's hurt.
Yeah.
So
He's moving up once he's healthy.
if looking at that depth chart, I'm not mad at the roster at all.
A lot
Like
of these guys getting cut, by the way, because this they gotta trim it down, by the way, to what, 50 or something like that.
it's a 53-man roster at the end of the day
Yeah.
because they do a couple cuts. I think they do another cut after the first week of the season or so, I believe. But
Right.
yeah, but this looking at this on paper, I am not mad at the depth chart.
Right.
Hopefully, you like to see a couple of these people. Like I was really, really thinking Jack Campbell would be listed as a starter, but that just means Derek Barnes stepped it up.
Yeah.
And looking at this, they're running what 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers,
Yeah.
3 corners. So that's why you
And
only
I
see 2
and
line.
I think that interchanges. I would assume depending
Depending
on
upon the
what the
offense
offense
they're
is running.
facing,
Yeah.
yeah. Depending on,
Jack
but this
Campbell
is
is
their
definitely
pick
the third ish linebacker out of that, you know.
for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. So that's the defense in a nutshell. Um, where I myself am, I don't want to say impressed, but I'm not mad at what we have as far as the defense. I think we've upgraded. Um, we've upgraded. I think we should be a lot better than what we were last year, defensively as a unit. And a lot of it has to do with the linebacking core and the cornerback additions. What do you think, Foss, overall?
Yeah, on paper, you know, obviously until we get on the field and put it all together, there's no telling. But from what I can see, I think we're definitely stronger on all fronts. We didn't make like you said, we didn't make a lot of additions and on the defensive line. So um, with everybody being more healthy than last year, because I feel like Charles Harris, who was our opposite of Hutch, is the starting defensive end. I feel like he was hurt last year, maybe,
Yeah,
or he had a down year because the year before Harris had like that was his contract year, and he had like 8 9 sacks or something like that.
yeah,
So yeah, we right now everybody's healthy. Josh Pascal's healthy. Broderick Martin's coming in. We gotta they. I feel like we we didn't make a lot of improvements, but from within we we're a stronger cast because we're healthier. So yeah, I think the linebackers is really that's really the group that I want to see improve and get better. Because we got thrashed, uh, as far as rushing wise last year, and I feel like that fell back on our linebacking core some.